Now then guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here back with another episode of this FIFA 22 Leicester City career mode. Massive set of games in this episode as we try and fly through December. It's action-packed, there's tons of games, and we're going to start planning ahead now, of course, to sign players in the January window. This is probably going to be your last chance to get your suggestions in. We're looking for a right winger, a centre mid, and potentially a centre back, because we could just do with some pace back there. There's not much pace besides Wesley Fofana. Like, basically, there's no pace besides Wesley Fofana. We could kind of do with a little bit extra back there. But we'll kick this one off by looking at this man, who is a absolute beast. Quite easily one of my favourite players that I've used this year on the game, and he's just going to continuously get better, and that is Patson Daka. He's doing pretty well in real life as well. 16 goals so far. Competition record, I don't get that bit. It says 32. He's never scored 32 goals in the Prem before, or is that just the Prem's record? But apparently, he's projected 52 goals at this moment in time. Nearly 2 goals a match. I don't know how they've got that logic. He's certainly not going to score 52 goals, or is he? Who knows? But it's unlikely. This will be the starting 11 for the Southampton game. Unfortunately for us, Daka's a little bit tired. We're going to drop Maddison back. Now, I'm going to keep Maddison for the rest of this season. I've had players before that I just haven't clicked with and it hasn't worked, and then down the line it has done. So I'm going to give him the full season. I think it's only fair we give him the benefit of the doubt. But we still need another centre mid because Samare's not going to be here for the rest of the year. So regardless, I still need another centre mid. The only centre mid I have on the bench at the moment is Dewsbury Hall because Yorkiemann is tired as well. So when the games are coming thick and fast and we get into the deeper stages of the Europa League, I'm basically just going to be screwed. So we need those players. Jamie Vardy, of course, starting up top. Barnes, it's a strong lineup. 9-0 here is what we need, apparently. I took the bet. We're going for it. Right, so a little bit of a bug here, boys, because when I've gone into the game, it wouldn't let me start the game until I let the coach auto-replace a player. There was no one that needed to be auto-replaced. There was no one injured on the bench. There was no problem. Samare was in the reserves. So unfortunately, now we've got a different lineup. Tielemans is in. Maddison's back in at cam. And Ayoze Perez, unfortunately for me, although Maddison's going to go through here, is out on the wing. Maddison now from distance. What a banger that is. Well, maybe the coach had the right idea. That is 1-0 Leicester. Maybe the coach has saved me here a little bit, potentially. But I hope that's not a bug that's going to be in several games here. But it was just in this one. It forced me to go back and play a different team. It's his first goal of the season as well for Maddison. 7 games, first goal. I mean, I just feel like we should get more out of our cam. I think we should get more goals out of our cam for sure. So I know that isn't the world's worst record. 1 in 7 for an attacking midfielder. But I think he's got like 1 assist as well. So it's not like he's bagging assists left, right and centre. And we've got a real bad habit of conceding. We just do, don't we? It's contagious as well. So we've got a real bad habit of conceding. I am going to be going through the sliders very soon in a video. I promised that a little bit back. But I'm at a point now where I've got the video idea that I want to present for sliders. So we're going to knock that out of the park very soon. As I think messing about with the football there is not the best idea. Although we might have a run on here. We do. In Justin now will want Jamie Vardy, but that's not the ball, is it? That's just not the pass. Cardo finds Ayoze Perez, whips that across to Jamie Vardy. Wasn't far off. It was always going to be hard to beat the defender there, though, wasn't it? We probably should have had him peel back post. Oh, Maddison there. It's a beautiful ball into Harvey Barnes from distance. Oh, that's way over the bar. I had to try it. They were closing in on him. Maybe I could have tried to just knock that one through to Jamie Vardy, to be fair. That was probably the wrong choice, but, you know, you see glory, you go for it. Maddison now. Not a bad run from him. He's going to find Barnes again. This time I do want Jamie Vardy kind of peeling off. Oh, what a save that is from McCarthy. Needed to angle it more into the corner, didn't I? Whipping the corner. Vardy's in there. Can't get on it. He's not the greatest of headers, is he? Let's be honest. Like, you don't look at Jamie Vardy and think, oh, man, he scored some really good headed goals. He's more of a clean through kind of guy, isn't he? Oh, this is nice play. Niang, oh, my God. They still score bangers, boys. Niang with an absolute screamer. Pick that one out. Well, you don't have to. It kind of bounced out, didn't it? I'm sick of that celebration. They need to patch that. Every time they go over, but, I mean, it was definitely over the line. Definitely over the line. Gutted about that. They still score them, though. I found that there's no way to stop the AI from scoring them. And just like that, an absolute screamer. Southampton, about level. Half-time, 1-1. Not good enough. I think we've played well, needed to bag a second, and I mean, they just scored a screamer, didn't they? I haven't got the same impact off the bench, have I? Because Madueke is not on the bench. It's just really frustrating me, that. Now, there has been an update, and I think it's tweaked the gameplay. So, do we have to tweak sliders again? I won't know until I've played several games. You guys might have already played a few more games than me, though. Are we noticing many differences since the update? Does there need to be stuff that we tweak now? Is there... I mean, those shots are still just... I mean, they're just a bit ridiculous. I don't mind the odd banger going in, but they score so many of them. It's kind of infuriating. Ricardo now. Most of my luck today has come from crossing the ball in. That's just not how we're going to score. Well, that ball over to Vardy might be good. Can he take it well? He has done. Jamie Vardy. Shot he saved. He stalled on it a bit too much for me there. Double sub. Perez off, Lookman on. Iheanacho on for Maddison. Maddison's actually played well in this one. Bagged the goal as well. But I just think Iheanacho is a little bit more of a goal threat. I wasn't far off than Maddison is. Iheanacho now needs a bit of help. He's going to get that from Lookman. Lookman then. Yeah, he's just probably wondering how they've got so many bodies back. Jamie Vardy. Barnes. Holds that up nicely. Not bad footwork from him. Again, like, look at how many bodies are in the box for them. How are you supposed to break that down? Wilfred and Ndidi. Tielemans. Kelechi Iheanacho is going to lose out. And I've got nothing. I've got nothing. They're not coming out. They're sitting so deep. It's as if they genuinely want the draw, which is fine. I understand why they're playing for the draw, but it's doing me no favours. We just couldn't break them down. I mean, it's a simple story of this game. We took the lead. We should have held it. Jamie Vardy had that one opportunity, but apart from that, I didn't really create much. Just Southampton, just blocks and blocks. They didn't press like they usually would do in real life, so they weren't wide open in any way, shape or form. They just kept bodies back in the box, and it worked for them. They've got a point out of us. Well, one shot Southampton had in that. One shot, and it was the goal. Unbelievable goal as well, wasn't it? Just nuts. Those kind of goals go in far too often. We've got our first monthly scouting report, and I've got to be honest, there's this one lad who probably isn't good enough anyway because he's only valued at 200,000, but we're going to sign him just to have an extra player in the youth academy because we've got no one in there at the minute, really. Now, I've got a lot of games coming up, and I need to sim some of these. I'm not sure we'll get the full month done in this episode. We'll try. Villa are in 5th, and we're in 3rd, so I think I'm actually going to play this Villa game. We can basically go with our usual starting 11 in this one as well because it was really infuriating that it swapped it around. It should let me play. See, it's doing this again. So it's genuinely will not let me go into the game with this squad. So I think I might have fixed the issue. He's on the bench in this squad and it's not prompting me before we get into the match. So now, hopefully when we get into the game, it'll allow me to pick the correct team. So this will be the starting 11 and hopefully we can get a decent result. Brooks comes back in today as well as Madueke. Also, of course, Daka comes back in up top. We need the goals. All right, so luckily that did fix it. So we've had a fair share of bugs, haven't we, in this year's game so far that have caused a few issues in these career modes, and I didn't want another one. Well, Villa are having a really good season, so it prompts me to believe this is going to be a very, very difficult game. And giving the ball away like that, Ndidi, is not going to help me. Makamba will play that out wide to Bailey. Please do not just score a banger. Well in, Justin. I need that today. I need my defenders to really be on form. They've got a very potent attack. I need Ndidi not to get the ball away, but he can do that. Yeah, Ndidi can keep doing that. That's brilliant. Daka, surely. Oh, he's at the post. I can't believe I've hit the post. I'm devastated. Oh, this is good play, innit? What a hit again, and they've hit the crossbar. And honestly, every time they shoot from outside the box, you kind of prepare yourself that it's going in. It's ridiculous. Well, then Daka. Oh, that's not Daka. That's not the ball I wanted, and I've just given it away now. El Ghazi's going to surely play that one into Watkins. Watkins then out to Bailey, who's got 900 pace. I think Vestergaard did enough to put him off. And then Schmeichel comes out to stop it. We're making life way too easy for them at the moment. What can Daka do? Oh, that's great footwork. Finds Barnes. In across the Barnes. Sorry, that didn't find Barnes. That was into Barnes. And that's just wide of the post. Harvey Barnes' goal record hasn't been great, has it? He does a lot good for us. But in terms of goals, he's not really bagging them. Oh, that was lovely to Bailey. There's nothing you can do about that. Leon Bailey, what a save from Schmeichel. With the speed settings we've got the game on, if they play a Leon Bailey through, you ain't catching him. It doesn't matter how quick my defenders are. I'm not catching him. Tries to bend that one over. It's just proving to be very difficult at the moment to break down Aston Villa. That could be the new patch. Could be anything. They're proving very difficult just to break them down when we're winning the ball back. Tielemans wins that there. Daka then. Poor ball to Brooks, actually. There's no blame going on Brooks' shoulders there. Madueke. He's going to whip that one across. Barnes. Oh, he's got to score again. He's really got to score that. And I mentioned it earlier, didn't I? That I think his goal output has probably just been lacking. Like, everything else he does for us is great. Goal output has been very poor. That's a moment you've got to find the back of the net, if ever. That was a good ball to Bailey, actually. And he's going to dink that one across. Luckily for us, we've got the man mountain. There's Yannick Vestergaard at the back. Well, they don't seem to be tracking Daka all too well. That's a beautifully weighted pass from Brooks. Daka this time, surely. And it will be 1-0 Leicester City. And that man is back at it again. Just having one of those seasons, man. Every now and again, you get a player that just has those seasons. We had it with Son in the second season, really, for the Spurs one. But wow, man. Daka is special. He's so easy to slide him through as well. He's good at controlling the ball. And physically, he's a specimen. It's here, though, isn't it, where we've been a little bit suspect. 1-0 up. Giving away leads. We've done that so many times. It's becoming a little bit of a trait of ours. Madueke now. That's not bad running. Is he going to go inside? He is. Daka, surely take it. Control it. Shoots. Martinez saves. Brilliant save. Can we create anything from the corner? I've not exactly been good from corners, and I'm not going to be good here either. Got Yannick Vestergaard, who can sit in the box, and I can't even play a corner correctly. Ridiculous, isn't it, really? Tielemans there is going to use Madueke. I'll pull that one back. Back into Tielemans. From distance. Can he get across? He can. Daka! Oh, there we go. 2-0. The 2 goals we definitely needed. You just can't go wrong with Daka, can you? It was good play, actually, in the box. Tielemans did well after getting the ball back to find Daka instead of going for it again. And we don't score many of them. It's nice. A little bit of a poacher's goal, that one, for Daka. Oh, Watkins has done brilliantly. What a ball in! Just like that, Aston Villa are back. And that's exactly why we needed the cushion. We can't go a game without conceding. You know, if we need to get a certain amount of clean sheets this year, not a chance. There's definitely another bug going around as well, because in the last game, they said the next match they've got for us is Southampton versus Leicester. And this one again now, they've just gone, the next game we've got for you is Villa versus Leicester. I mean, we're in that game. We're playing that game right now. So, I mean, the update seems to have caused a few more bugs, but that might be a good ball. That might be a good ball for Daka. Oh, that would have finished off the game. Cheeky double sub. Harvey Barnes off. Justin off. Lookman and Thomas on. I'm thinking fresh legs and I'm thinking pace. And I'm thinking we need another now because I'm getting a little bit nervous. Madueke's in there. Gets his head on it, but I mean, the battle in the box was always going to be hard to win. Good play from Villa. They could equalise at any moment, really. Emi Buendia comes on and makes it 2-2. And I've said it tons of times. We are leaky at the back. And we've just shown it. Just made it too easy. We're all over the shop defensively. And it just feels like the AI can't miss at the moment. Tielemans there. I found Madueke. He's found him. Mads. Chips it. Oh, it's just too much on it for Daka. Daka gets it back across though. Lookman into Brooks. And it's miles wide. But again, boys. Absolutely done it again. We've just drawn against Southampton because of our leaky defence. And we've done it again now against Aston Villa. And my biggest issue at the moment isn't actually the defence. You would think that, right? You would think, all right, your defence must be rubbish. But Southampton only had 1 shot and scored it. And Villa only had 5. Like, it's not like we give them tons of shots. I'm finding it really difficult now for my goalkeeper to save anything. Like, he just doesn't seem to want to save pretty much anything. The 3 saves he made in that game is because I rushed him out. So this is definitely a bug at the minute, right? So watch this. We're going to the match. I'm going to quick sim this game. And I don't know how they've managed to make the game more buggy. Yannick Vestergaard, right? He's got a red, so I can't play it. I'm going to sub Yannick Vestergaard off. Johnny Evans, no. Can't do it, apparently. You're not allowed to use anyone. How do you make more bugs in the game? You're supposed to be patching it to fix the bugs. Now, if we go in this screen, it does let us then get rid of Yannick Vestergaard, and it's not an issue anymore. But I don't know how they've managed to make the game more buggy. Oh, here we go, EA. Here's my £90. Yeah, no problem. What we're going to do over the course of the year is make the game worse. We are going to quick sim this one against Spartak Moscow, which I'm hoping for a decent result. we lose it 2-1. And that was a strong lineup from us as well. I mean, we had to rotate a touch, and now we've got Newcastle coming up. All right, so this is starting 11 for the Newcastle game. Very strong again. No takeover, of course, for Newcastle in FIFA. So, I mean, we're very good at drawing, aren't we? I want to actually go take a look at how many draws Adel Taarabt scoring in the 86th minute. Wow, you don't expect to see that. Yeah, I want to take a quick look at how many draws we've got on the season. We're still relatively comfortable in the position we're in. I'm not too stressed, but we've got 7 draws. We've nearly got as many draws as wins. If we turned them around, we'd be laughing. Right, so in order to get fairly through this episode, I'm going to have to quick sim this one as well against Tottenham. A few tired legs for this one as well, so I'm not really expecting anything from this. They're top of the league. I would not expect a victory here. If we pulled anything out, which would have been a draw, I would have been happy. Son coming back and doing damage to us. Did he get a hat-trick? Fofana sent off in 2 minutes. Top tier simulation. Lucas scores in the first minute and Fofana's sent off in the second. How did he get... Okay, 2-footed he must have gone in, but all right. Sometimes the sim does you dirty, boys. Sometimes the sim does you dirty, but for us to progress the save, we have to use it. Danny Ward and Jakupovic are going to be out of contract. I've got no issue with losing both of them. So basically, Yannick Vestergaard comes back from his suspension, and Fofana goes, actually, I'd rather have a bit of time out. Right, here comes Everton, and I'm actually going to play this one, so I'm going to leave Man City and Liverpool for the next episode, and we'll probably only play one of those two. I think we managed to get through the month fairly comfortably. Now, I'm not always going to play it. Do you know what I noticed the other day? All I do is play the big teams, so I miss out playing some of the smaller teams throughout the season because all I do is play the big teams. I want to change that around now. I don't want to only play the small teams. I want to actually play the teams I think we could take points off. Annoyingly, I need a second controller to get rid of Sigurdsson, and I don't have one. It's really infuriating. I'm not sure if there's a way to just absolutely take him out of the game. I don't think that's feasible. And EA don't seem to have an issue with him or Mendy, so I mean, there's nothing I can do. That'll be our starting 11. We have played a lot of games, so there's a lot of tired legs. And Dewsbury Hall comes in for his first start under me. I don't think he's played for Leicester in real life, but he's going to be getting his first game now against Everton away at Goodison Park. Well, I tweaked the sliders again. Goalkeeper should be better now. We'll see. You never know, dear. You never know what you're going to get. FIFA's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. If you haven't seen that Neil Warnock meme, go and bloody watch it now, because you're missing out. That man is a gift to the football universe. Everton are starting pretty well here, though. Dewsbury Hall, his first game under my tutelage. He's offside there, is Daka. It's a ball we've played in so consistently to him, so we're not just going to stop playing it. How far off was he? Not that far. That wouldn't be offside because that part of his arm is allowed to be off. I think it's anywhere from the elbow. I'm not fully sure. They changed the rule like once or twice every season. I think it's anywhere from the elbow. On Madison now. Had a big game recently for him where he managed to get himself a goal. Harville Barnes. That's not a bad ball. Daka. Mads is there. Madueke for 1-0. And I believe that's his first goal that Weavy's offside. Oh, I'm gutted for him. I'm absolutely gutted for him. That would have been his first goal for us. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have played it in. I'm not having these offsides today, boys. I am not having these offsides today. That is not... No. No. We're being done dirty here. That linesman right there, that guy out there on the line... He's cheating us. He's got a cheeky fiver in his top pocket that's been given to him by Rafa Benitez. You know? I'm telling you, this is a fact. There is no way that was offside. No way. That's a good pass. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Well defended. Again from Castagna. Oh, that's great work from him. He needs to prove himself. You guys think we should potentially be getting rid of Timothy Castagna. I'm not sold on that idea yet, but we'll give him the opportunity. And in amongst all the drama of me calling out the linesman, I believe Harvey Barnes has picked up an injury. What a ball that is from Madueke. Okay, we don't get the celebration, but we do get the goal. I thought it was going to be given offside for a second. That is a tidy finish from Mr. Daka, and we'll take the goal. But I am going to have to bring Barnes off here, which is worrying. We've got no depth. I titled a video that recently. We've got no depth, and we're definitely going to have to buy some in this window. Barnes will come off, and Lookman will come on. I hope it's not a long one for Harvey Barnes, because we rarely are utilising him. And we can't. I mean, we got a window coming up, right? So that really helps us because I can replace him. Ideally, I don't want to replace him. And Lookman's on loan. So Although I am tempted to sign Lookman, I just feel like that's a crushing blow to us. Now, Lookman, if Justin was a better passer of the football and better at controlling the football quicker, we'd be in there. Oh, that's not bad play. Castagna now. We'll take his run on. Timothy Castagna. He's found Madueke. Madueke. Still going. Oh, he's hit the post. I'm just devastated for... I want him to get his first goal and he's hit the post there. How often have we had the lead in the first half and then given it up in the second? So I'm not confident at this time, but we do have the lead and we're playing very well. Great ball out wide to Gordon. He slipped. I know I've got Mads making the run on. He's got the pace. Oh, that's lovely. Madueke will whip it across, surely. And Lookman will make it 2-0. And that's all about Madueke. Honestly, this man is special. You guys have recommended him left, right, and centre in every series I've done so far. So we were always going to pick him up at some point. I'm a fan of him. Used him in FM last year. And that's another assist that he can add to his belt. To his belt? Do you notch assists on a belt? What am I chatting? Good goal, Lookman. Good goal. Everton are going to make a sub to try and get back into the game, of course. They're going to make a doubler. With Richarlison and James Rodriguez coming on. So not bad changes. Although Calvert-Lewin coming off. A little bit of a shock. Would have expected him to have stayed on the pitch. Probably their best goal threat, I would say. When he's fit anyway. But that was some tackle from Dewsbury Hall. James Maddison waits. And he can't get it past Yerry Mina. Well, here come Everton. And it would be round about this time in the match that we started falling apart, wouldn't it, boys? It really would be. But James Rodriguez there is trying to do far too many tricks and flicks. That's a great ball from Maddison out to Lookman. Lookman now wants to run. Oh, he's found it. I think he's onside. Patson Daka to finish the game off. I took a touch too much. Oh, James has played a wonderful pass in behind and Richarlison pulls it wide of the post. Dewsbury Hall there played in and he's going to be fouled. And we don't see many of these. We've got a free kick, boys. I will note, since this patch, players do seem to be sliding in a little bit more when you dribble around. Players definitely seem to be sliding in a bit more, and we need that. But Zachariah's not been on the pitch for long. He brought down Dewsbury Hall there. Gives me a cheeky free kick position for James Maddison. If you've not watched me take one of these before, you probably won't know. I suck. I do suck at these, and that's exactly what you just got. I curled it straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. But we got a free kick at least. Plays that into James. It's out. Don't let him score. Richarlison, well saved, but Jonathan Okone will tap it in. We don't have long to last. We're going to bring on Albrighton now. We don't have too long to last. But once again, our back line has conceded a goal. Nice initial save, though. Nice initial save from Schmeichel. There goes the full-time whistle, and it will be a win. And we needed that one. We haven't been good enough in this episode, win-wise. And that's a massive one there against Everton. They huffed and they puffed, especially towards the end of the game. But we got the job done. Slowly coming to the halfway stage. And that does see us still in fourth. But Man City are right on our tails. And we play them to start the next episode. We don't have a bad record against Man City, to be honest with you. And I'm mildly tempted to sim that one and play the Liverpool game. Although I'm not sure we get anything out of either. But we know for a fact that it's going to be a busy January for us. I didn't want to do too much in the summer. I don't tend to like doing too much in January. We don't have a big budget, so it is going to have to be young players, but we need more depth in this team. Harvey Barnes is going to be out for 3 months as well with a broken toe, adding him to the injury list. In reality, we need a right mid, because I want to get rid of Albrighton. I'm going to try and move him on, and Perez. They're both going to go on the transfer list to bring some funds in. We need a centre mid for definite. I did want a centre back, but I think that's going to have to be pushed to the wayside now because we need a left midfielder. I only have Lookman at this stage to play on the left. We are very, very weak in terms of strength and depth. So a left mid, a right mid, and a centre mid, a must. And if there's room in the budget, a young centre back would be nice who's got a bit of pace. But I'm not expecting us to have room in the budget. I have to be honest on that one. There is an option that maybe we could retrain an Iheanacho to play on the left or a Maddison to play on the left. We could do that. That is definitely an option that we have. But right now, we're looking very, very thin. Of course, maybe I could train Brooks to play on the left. That could be something we could do as well. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you are new around here, please make sure to smash that subscribe button as well. Start leaving feedback in the comments for other series you would like to see me do. Basically, other teams you would like to see me manage. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having a bloody good week. I'll look forward to see you in the next episode. Take it easy.